Hey guys, beautiful behind me, isn't that gorgeous? Yes. You know what? This is my last day at this spot. A bee. You know, when I started this channel, I told everybody that I was going to be honest. And I think that when we start and we want to be nomads, that we get a false idea. Because, you know, some of us think that what everybody else has, it just comes natural. It don't. When you first start out, it's more than likely you're not going to have a sponsor. Now, a lot of these people have some really cool toys, but a lot of these people are sponsored. You have to remember that. I have a sponsor, and the only reason I have that sponsor is because I have a child with him. And I have to shout out to him. He wants to remain anonymous, and that's okay, but he can't provide me with a lot. He throws 25 at me whenever he has a chance. But the fact is that I have no sponsor. I do this all on my own, which brings me to this point. If you have a generator, and that's all you have, use it. Do not deny yourself, because you have people out there that are so arrogant that they forgot what it's like not to have solar. None of them just acquired solar. They had to save for it. Let me give you an example. If you pull up to a place and you're boondocking, and you're there, and you're running your generator, and somebody comes in the same area as you and complains about that generator, they need to move. The fact is, you were there first. Now, if you pull into an area that already has people, then you ask them if it'll bother them. But I am probably 100 feet from my rig, and you can't hear my generator. So all this talk about how they don't want to buy a generator, and if you've got a generator, go off by yourself, to me is bullshit. And I'm going to tell you why. That's forcing us to keep up with the Joneses, just like society did. Didn't we all think we had to have that boat, we had to have that yard, and we had to have that house? It's bullshit. Most of us took this lifestyle to get away from those expectations. So if you cannot afford solar, or you have to get it piece by piece, don't let nobody intimidate you to the point to where you're neglecting yourself. There's nobody in this world who's going to tell me to turn off my generator when I want a hot shower. If I want to watch TV, and yes, you'll get TV, so make sure you got one. But what I'm saying, dear ones, is that we left society to become nomads. So the expectations of what we have to be and should be has been removed off of us. So why on earth would we let people demean and diminish people who have to use a generator? I so much so felt pressured to have solar that before I ever started my journey, and you could see my videos, I bought $300 worth of solar just to start out. Now, unbeknownst to me, the house battery in my rig was bad, and I ended up using my solar battery for my house through no fault of my own. So I have solar sitting in my little rig, and I'm unable to use it. But I am not gonna let these people who are flamboyant about their $700 cameras, their brand new generators, their thousands of viewers. I'm not paying for viewers. I refuse to pay for viewers. Now, if you guys want to pay for viewers after you start your channel, that's your business. I'm not paying for viewers. I'm not. This is my video vlog, and this is how I feel, and I'm going to be straight out honest with you, no matter how popular it makes me. I could give a shit. That's why I left society, because I've never stood up to nobody else's standards, and I'm not going to start now just to fit in. I fit in just fine in my world. So, loved ones, and the next thing I want to talk about is all the equipment needed to start a YouTube channel. Right now, I'm videoing on my phone. I have a Samsung J7. It's not the most expensive Samsung, but it's a good Samsung. And I have a tripod for that Samsung. But at first I rushed out to buy all this equipment, was trying to learn how to edit. You can see on my videos, I was editing again. You know, when you take on this lifestyle, it's going to be you, your dog if you got one, your cat, this, and God. If you believe in Him. If you don't, it's you and the universe. But you don't have to impress anybody. We weren't born with anything on us, not a stitch of clothes, because God wanted us to come into this world not having to impress a single person. So dear ones, if you have nothing more than a generator, you can't hear mine. When I get done, I'm going to turn this camera around and show you where my rig is, and you will be shocked that you cannot hear my generator. Now, when I get to a spot, I will turn my generator on and walk the perimeter and make sure that if there is anybody by me, they can't hear my generator. And I do have people by me. I've got several people over here behind me. They can't hear my generator. I can't hear my generator a quarter of a way to the closest person. So my point is don't let anybody bully you. I've seen so many videos of these people out there condemning generators. Well, you know what? If they didn't have solar, their ass would be using a generator too. Especially if they didn't have the funds in their pocket. I don't live off of charity. I don't live off of funding. I pay my own way. I pay my own bills. And I have a set amount of money that I can live on every month. And you got to have money set back. I had somebody cut my tires up at the Grand Canyon. I had to come down and replace that tire. So I also want you to understand there are dangers out here. There are dangers out here. And you know, the sad part about the Grand Canyon is I had a neighbor who was there as long as me, and he never seen nothing either. So neither one of us seen who did it. But the fact is there are idiots out here just as much as there are in town. So there is a fear factor. There absolutely is. Don't let anybody tell you that there's not. There is a fear factor out here, and you have to get used to that fear factor. You have to decide whether that fear is going to overtake you, or if you're going to overtake that fear. But don't think you're just going to drive out here and feel secure. That's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen, loved ones. I told you I would be frank, and I would be direct and to the point, and I'm not here to win friendship awards from the other nomads. I'm here to let you know straight out the truth. And another truth. When you're a nomad, there are two temperatures. Freezing and hot. Okay? I chase 70-degree temperatures. Now, when I got to this beautiful spot, probably 10 days ago, it was beautiful here. It was 70 during the day and 50s at night. Well, you know what? I'm leaving tomorrow, and it is now 50s during the day. You see me in a sweater, and I got a t-shirt, and I got an undershirt, and I got long johns. It's 50-some degrees here today, and last night was almost freezing. And by Thursday, oops, excuse me, it'll be below freezing. So and the week before that, I was sweating in the afternoon. So as a nomad, you're either hot or cold. You just pick the one that you can deal with. So, and that's a fact. That is absolutely a fact. But I have to tell you, I did watch a video about how to insulate my windows in my rig, and I was really warm last night. It was actually the first time I woke up warm in about 4 days. We had hail here, storms, these trees were whipping. It was amazing. About half the people left. Stubborn Tammy, I'm sticking it out. So anyway, dear ones, I want you to understand that we take on the nomadic life to get out of a society that expects us to be one way and act one way, to work our asses off for that house on the hill, that boat in the garage, the 2 cars in the driveway, yada, yada, yada. But the fact is, you are the only person you have to impress. You are the only person that you need to make comfortable. And if someone pulls in and they don't like you running your generator, you tell them to find another spot. You were there first. And don't let these videos bully you into buying $400 and $500 worth of solar power before you ever hit the road. I could have used that $500 as bank in case anything happens to my rig. But I was so worried that I would offend somebody. What? You're a nomad. You're going to offend somebody? And these people who get on here and make videos about if you've got a generator, make sure you don't park near me, they can kiss my ass. Because I'm out here to make it just like they are. And I'm out here making it on my own back, on the money I've got coming in. I have nobody sending me cash. I have nobody sending me equipment. I have minimal equipment, a beautiful RV that God gave me, and it's bigger than I wanted. But you know what? This girl's learned how to drive it. Absolutely. So be there to take care of you. Be there to impress you. If they don't like it, they can move. If you're there first. If you're not there first, at least ask. That's what I can say. But don't feel pressured. Don't feel pressured and having to have this in your van or that in your van or solar or not to use your generator. Those people are just ignorant. They're just ignorant. And if they didn't have damn solar, they'd be using that generator just like you and me because they want that hot shower. They want to be able to wash their dishes. So anyway, that's my rant for today. That's me keeping it real for you. All right? I don't care if I'm popular. It don't matter. What matters is truth. And I am not going to feed nobody a bunch of bull. So for now, I'm going to get ready to sign off. I'm going to go watch some TV and then get my camp ready to go. Before I do, though, I'm going to turn you around and show you how close my rig is. And you can't hear my generator. So don't let them bully you, okay? Just don't. So my thoughts and prayers are with you all. And remember to love yourself. Because if you don't love you, nobody's going to love you. Peace. Okay, here we go. Ready? There. Can you see her? There's my rig. About 50 feet away. Can you hear my generator? I don't hear my generator. Peace.